Hi, how are you?
Coming from that question, I want to ask, since you're working with with some of the most popular bands in the country, have you ever thought of doing a cover of some of their hit songs? If yes, which artist and what song?
I think we were just at a prior interview thinking of what the song could be. Maybe
A Filipino song?
yeah, Filipino song.
We're listening to
El Bimbo.
yeah, Eraserheads.
Huling El Bimbo.
Okay.
Yeah, we were learning to dance as well. And it might be more of like a dance video.
Yeah. Boy band. No instruments.
Not TALA.
You know, what I think is really cool about the Philippines, though, is you guys are obviously very proud of your own artists and your own music, but you also do listen to everything, right? Like, so, there's been some places we'll go and they just only insist mostly on radio to play their own local music. But I think one of the reasons we've done well over here is that a lot of the songs that we cover, you guys are fans of. So it does seem like just the Philippines in general has a very diverse taste in music, you know?
Yeah.
And that's good for us, obviously, because we've covered so many different types of songs. But it would be really nice to do like a Philippines cover. We must.
How about the songs of the bands and the artists you're playing with? Like December Ave, I Belong to the Zoo, the
Yeah, we like to
do a cover.
I think we'll see how this tour goes and just the connection with the artists and stuff like that. The one thing that does make it tough is just the geography or whatever. Because I would personally like to do as well if we did a song, a Filipino song, would be to do it as a collab. Just because I feel like it would take a little bit of the burden off of us having to know the entire thing in a different language that's not, our native language. And I think even more so than that, it would be helpful to hear somebody else maybe sing it, a native speaker, so our ear could kind of get trained with that. We would know how to pronounce some of the words. So I would love to do it as a collab with somebody, but we'll have to see. I think even with Moira, she was amazing. And both of these bands have some great songs, so I think it'll be interesting to see which ones are kind of like the ones that our Filipino fans are responding to as they perform opening for us. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Who else?
How do you three work together when writing or producing?
The question was how three do us work together when writing original song.
For the most part, we work individually. We've had a few times where we'll do some songs that we co-write, but even then, it's usually somebody writes a piece of it, and then they present it to somebody else, and they say, well, what do you think? Do you have any ideas? And then they take it on their own. For us, songwriting is kind of an intimate, personal process. So the ideas will usually start with just one person by themselves at a piano or at a guitar. And then once there's an idea in place, then we're all pretty good about helping each other after that.
What do you consider your most requested song, like a must-sing piece in every concert?
I think we disagree about this, but I think for me, it seems to be that one of the songs that we play, where I feel like if we didn't play it, people would be most disappointed, I guess you'd say. Like they seem relieved. Like when you look out and everyone's like, yes, they did it. It would probably be Fast Car. And fortunately for us, we actually really, really like playing that song. We've never wanted to not play it, So that's a song that I think will be in our set for a long time.
It's really tough actually because we have, I think at this point we've uploaded almost more than 270 covers or something insane.
Yeah, we've lost.
So we constantly, run into people who are like, oh, I loved your show, but I wish you would play this song or whatever. But it's impossible to make everybody happy because with that many videos and each of them having very similar sort of views, it's like impossible to create a set list almost. So we found over the years that there's a handful that really resonate with people, and so we almost consider those like our classic cover song. But yeah, it's so hard to choose which ones that you end up playing live, you know?
Which one's your favorite?
A lot, señorita.
Like,
Señorita.
oh, nice. That's a good one.
Hi guys. You guys have already shared the stage with several Filipino artists. But I just want to know, now that Filipino artists need validation, what do you think sets them apart from the rest of the artists that you guys have shared the stage with in the past?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I think somebody had kind of covered this earlier that you guys are hopeless romantics, and I have to believe that's why I feel like we connect with this country so much, and why it's connected with us and our music. That was such a good way of putting it. Is I feel like we've always been raised that way, like as almost like hopeless romantics, where we love, even if it is a sad song about love. We love that just as much as a pure ballad, a romantic song about more of like the happy side of love. But I think we've always been drawn, even in movies, to there being a love story. Like as silly as this sounds, but like The Office, like we love the Jim and Pam storyline. In Friends, we love Friends, but we feel like there was that core of Ross and Rachel. So as silly as these examples are, we do love like that romance and that connection. And I feel like the artists here must have been raised in a similar way that we were, where there's that same tie. So I feel like there's a reason that you guys love acoustic music too so much, where it's like it kind of puts the lyric and the vocal front and center. So at least with Moira, we noticed that when she would perform, it was very similar. I have a feeling it'll be the same with them. And we've never seen them live, but I have a feeling it'll be very similar.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Welcome back to the Philippines.
Yeah, thank you.
You've been touring a lot. So how do you handle the stress, how do you handle depression or stuff like that?
I think for us, we just love it so much, and then we always have the perspective of like what life would be like if we weren't able to do this. You know, like there's a lot of people that maybe don't get to do what they love for a living. So even when there does come maybe stresses or pressure, that's kind of, we always view that as part of it, you know, where like ultimately it's an absolute dream job that we never take for granted. So I think that